Hey man, what's up?
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, thanks. I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing pretty good as well. Did you just win your game?
Nope.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
I'm actually logged into the Legacy of the Void server. I just realized. Hold on, I'll switch over to StarCraft. I suppose we're on the EU server, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool, cool. All right. Have you ever had coaching before for StarCraft?
Nope. Nope.
Cool.
Only watching some coachings from you and other guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. So you have like a general idea of how things go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we just play games and then we look at the replay and then we play more games.
Yeah, okay. You hear
uh,
me good? I don't know if my mic is okay for Skype.
Yeah, I hear you perfectly fine. If someone in the
Okay.
chat could mention as well whether or not you guys can hear him just fine or if I'm way louder. I think it's good though. I think it's good.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So when you sent me the email, you said you were Gold League, right?
Yeah, that was last session. Now I'm high silver.
Oh, okay, cool. Wait, did we already do coaching before?
No. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean season? Okay, sorry, my bad. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you said like
yeah, sorry.
last coaching session. I was like, wait, what? Like,
Ah, okay. No. No,
that's
season.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have done my placement matches. Please don't judge my current rank. I am 7-0 in Platinum League, but they they have not placed me in a proper league yet.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I played against Diamond and I'm silver, and the Diamond guy was high master. And what the fuck? He pushed me away.
Yeah, it's kind of silly. I did my placement matches 2 days ago,
Yeah.
and I was up against a Diamond player first, and then I had like 3 Bronze League players after each other, and then I got
Okay.
placed into Platinum League. It was
Yeah, great.
quite interesting. Yeah, it really was lame. Anyway, could you join group LowkoTV so I can add you into the party?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, how do you get into Diamond? Well, I don't know, man. It's kind of random right now. They basically reset the ladder, but it is is that TLO? No, it's not TLO, guys. Basically, whenever I coach anyone with a German accent, it's automatically TLO.
Yeah, I don't think so.
According to Twitch chat. D Jerome right there, right? Is that how you
Yeah.
pronounce it?
I don't know how to pronounce it. Jerome,
Jerome. All right. Cool.
how you like it?
All right. So we're in Silver League right now. That's fine.
Ah, no.
Well, you know, we have something to work on. Oh, you
Yeah.
actually rank 2 silver, so it's fine. All right. Do you have like any specific goals in mind of what you really want to achieve in the game, or do you just want to see us, how high you can get on the ladder?
Um, yeah, how high I can get in the ladder? Master, probably, because I get a bet,
Okay.
a bitch slap bet, and if I lose, I get some. So, um,
Do you have a deadline?
yeah, next year, I think May. It was May. Yeah.
All right.
So
Okay.
a little time.
Within a
So,
year. All right. I'll just write down within a year. Cool.
but I think my micro is pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And
You,
I
you,
don't exactly know when to take a fight and when to went back.
all right. Yeah. So what would you say your strengths are when you play the game? Do you have like
Uh,
something you feel like you're better at than the average silver player or gold player?
yeah, I focus on macro.
Okay. Cool.
So I don't know if I'm better than the average person, but I hope so.
All right. Yeah, we can have a look at that. Generally speaking, you will improve much faster if you focus on macro than you do on micro. Like micro
Yeah.
is all fun and stuff, but if you're flooding 2,000 minerals, obviously it's kind of pointless to focus on keeping one roach alive.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's another point. If it goes to late game, I lose into everything and forget my macro. So
Okay.
up to 50 minutes, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, yeah. It's a little bit weird.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's mostly a matter of practice. I was just looking at your ladder history.
Yeah.
Did you start playing like last season for the first time? I believe you said something in the email about that as well, right?
Yeah, yeah, right.
Cool. Oh, Asphalt Jungle was actually in the chat earlier. 2v2 partner, cool. All right, so you've been playing since, well, 2015. Cool. It's nice. So you're still enjoying the game?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
All right, so I'm just gonna have a quick look at your statistics currently. And well, considering, yeah, I'm just gonna go to all. You actually do play quite a big amount of games for. Yeah, you do play a couple games every day, so that's nice.
Yeah, that's a student problem. Too much time.
All right, so your Zerg versus Terran is 55%. Your Zerg versus Protoss is 41%. And your Zerg versus Zerg is 50%. Cool. Yeah, so what we can do, most of the time it's better to like have a focus on one matchup because, you know, it's just better to have one focus at first and then maybe we can, you know, expand if everything is going good. Most of the things, though, will likely be applicable in the other matchups as well. So yeah, if you have any matchups you definitely prefer to coach today or to like, you know, want me to help out with, let me know. I don't know if you would say your Zerg versus Protoss is your weekend. Statistically speaking, it is, but maybe you're feeling really good on it, or
No, it's actual. I got 2 replays for Protoss.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I just promoted you to party lead. If you could host them up, that'd be great.
Okay.
All right, so Zerg versus Protoss. It's been a while since I've done some CVP coaching. Cool. It's funny because you have a pretty high win rate versus Terran, but then pretty low versus Protoss. Most people, like, once they figure out ZVP, all of a sudden ZVT is quite easy as well. And then, like, the ZVZ is usually the one thing that feels really different because of all the Zergling Baneling aggression early on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. If you could promote me to the lobby host, I can actually control the replay.
Okay.
There we go.
So,
yes. All right. So guide me through your like thought process. Do you have like one go-to strategy or unit type? Or...
Yeah, I watched. I don't know if you know Okko. His teaching videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
And after that, I watched your build for going fast into roaches. And it's a mix-up, I think.
All right.
Of this, yeah.
Cool.
I think it went bad where I take the fight on the ramp here later on, but we will see.
All right. So you're going for a roach aggressive move, I suppose?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah, we can definitely have a look at that. There's a couple things that makes the push really strong, and that's basically what I'm looking for right now.
Okay.
Mainly just looking at if you have like the correct amount of units.
Yeah.
And whether or not you're like pushing at the correct time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really depends on the build. Okay, we do go pool first. That's good. And we don't freak out over SCV or probe scouts.
No, I just follow it because of pylons and 4-gate pushes and such things. Is that okay, or should I?
Yeah, no big deal to be honest. Like, you lose a couple of minerals on it, but it really isn't. It's not gonna make or break the game.
Okay.
And if you feel safer with that, you know, like obviously it's fine. Oh, we go for really, really quick double gas right there. That's a little bit too early, I think. Oh, actually, yeah,
I don't take it.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
It's for the Zerglings.
Cool. Okay, so do you go for like 4 queens or 2 queens or?
Usually 4 queens, but sometimes I forget one. I don't know in this game.
Okay.
but I think 4 queens.
All right. All right. Yeah, so I always make a bunch of notes, as you're probably aware. I'll just send those, you know, after coaching to you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, looking pretty good so far, to be honest. I'm just forgetting a couple of overlords every now and then. The first queen inject and the second queen inject are a little bit on the later end.
Okay. Yeah, I wait to pop up the second queen, so I get the queen
alright.
injects.
Yeah, so you line them up a
parallel.
little bit nicer. Yeah. Fair enough. Alright, and I think those, you go for 4 gas at once, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a little bit too much. Usually you want to be waiting a little bit longer. Just a general guideline is like as soon as you have like 16 workers in a base, that would be a good amount to like start up the gases. And you know, if you started any earlier, you got to be a little bit hesitant. So like right there's a little bit, you know, too few drones for it right now.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm expecting you would start flooding minerals quite early on. Or start gas flooding early on. Well, you know, as long as you don't mine from those gases in the main, it's fine. Alright. Yeah, I think I definitely think there's some room for improvement as far as the build goes as well. You could be pushing with like 110 supply, or like somewhere around 110 supply, around 9.5 minutes if you play it perfectly.
Okay.
I do like the super greedy droning though, that's really nice actually. So greedy droning.
You don't like, or you
no,
like?
no, I really do like that.
So, okay.
Yeah, most of the Silver League players that I've been coaching don't make enough drones.
Yeah, okay.
And right now you got a pretty reasonable amount of already. Usually you want to be getting about 45, 46-ish on 2 base. So we're actually pretty close to that already, so I really do like that. And the fact that you're going for the double upgrades and soon to be, I think, Roach speed, it's good. Like we're on a good track.
Yeah, it started a little bit.
Yeah. So there's some minor delays in there, and that's just literally you know, a matter of tightening it up a little bit, and also doing some scouting, which is nice. And then the third base, cool. And even a defensive overseer, cool.
Yeah, always. Too much Dark Templar and stuff.
I know what you mean. Yeah, so for comparison, okay, if you would play like the exact build perfectly, you would hit 110 supply at this moment in the game, somewhere around here at the very least, and that's basically like 50 supply more, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's why I usually always go over the build order at least once, just to show you like you could have had like 25 roaches out or like even more roaches out at this point. Which would pretty much overrun any kind of Protoss player at this point. I mean, if you look really quickly at the army he has, you know, a couple units, but there's really not too many of them.
Okay. And what was the fault? 2 bad queen injects, or?
Yeah, I think the queen injects were a little bit sloppy.
Okay.
And then I think there was just a little bit too much delay between everything. So for example, like as soon as larvae are available, there's a little bit of delay between the larvae being available and then the larvae actually becoming drones, right?
Okay.
Ideally, like you want to try and have the minerals at like the most 50 early on, which is obviously a little bit crazy. Yeah, that should basically be the goal. So I'm not saying your spending is bad or whatever, but there's just a little bit of room for improvement. And as soon as you like tighten everything up a little bit, it does become a lot easier. The third base timing is pretty solid though.
Okay.
I really like the general outline is very good, so that's definitely nice. I think with a couple of minor changes, you can make this a lot stronger. Okay, and I like this move out as well. That's really nice. A lot of people just sit back with the army, although this time around it's kind of scary. Okay, nice back off actually, nice.
Yeah, but Yeah.
Yeah, so Immortals do a crazy amount of damage, as you can see, to Immortals.
Yeah,
Or
I
to
tried to
drones,
snipe them,
Roaches.
but not there.
No. Yeah, it's a little bit scary. He's going super heavy into Immortals. Do you usually add on anything like Zerglings or Hydras at any point, or do you prefer playing just pure Roach?
Yeah, Hydras. Here I go for the Hydra Dent.
Oh, okay,
But
sorry, I didn't see the Hydra then.
Zerglings, not really often.
Okay. Yeah, I like Hydras better too. I really like the Scout on the third base, actually. That's massive. Like, that's actually very, very good. Yeah, it's just that his army comp is scary. I really like the target firing here as well. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, but now I try to hit the Colossi. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this is actually looking quite nice though. I think if you well, at this point obviously it's very difficult to win, but I think with a couple of changes, you could make this push that you're doing a lot stronger. So that's nice.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So from here on out, he's just gonna make a lot of stuff, and then he moves out, right?
Yeah, probably.
You're just gonna make a couple Colossus, I think. Yeah. So you do actually add on Zerglings right here. I like that. Oh shit! Oh shit! Don't crash, computer! Don't do it! Oh shit! I just see laser beams. Oh shit! Stop! Stop! There. Okay. Good. My computer did not enjoy that. Yeah, so, yeah. At this point, it's just super difficult to win against Protoss players if you don't have, like, the correct unit composition.
Okay, what would be the right composition against this stuff? More Colossi.
Yeah, I think the easiest one to be playing would either be Roach Hydra Corruptor or Roach Hydra Viper, whatever you prefer. I don't know if you have, like, a preference for either unit. Technically speaking, Vipers would be better, but they obviously also require a whole lot more action. And because you pointed out, like, you have some trouble with micro, especially, like, late game. It might be easier to go for Corruptor.
Okay.
Yeah, I would actually recommend going Corruptor, I think. And maybe give Vipers a try as well, but just Corruptors are a little bit easier to control. Because with Corruptors, you don't actually need to even have them on a separate hotkey. You can just sort of attack move, and they will still be able to kill stuff quite quickly. Wow. He's going ultimate turtle mode. Your macro is looking really solid though, because once again, you're actually really ahead in supply here. Yeah, alright, so let's just make the first decision to make a Spire at every single game at 11 minutes, okay?
Okay.
So Spire every single game at 11 minutes. And the reason for that is just these Colossus. Like, if it turns out he really has too many Colossus, just add, like, 8 or so Vipers. If you can, like, I don't know if you oftentimes use separate control groups.
Yeah, I do, sometimes.
Yeah, it's very useful if you have them on, like, control group number 2, and then, like, shift attack move between the different Colossus.
Yeah.
Which basically obviously nukes them down really fast. You can even like, use the corruptibility if you have the APM to do so. But just something to deal with these... Oh, not with that. Something to deal with these massive, like, you know, corrupted... Or the massive Colossus things, because they're really, really annoying. Like, let's say he would, like, force field perfectly. Your Roaches would never touch them.
Yeah, I know.
It's painful.
If I go for Spire at 11 minutes, I go for Hydra also, or
yeah, you can still go Roach Hydra with it as well. It's just like an additional thing. Like even I would recommend just making the Spire anyway, even if you don't plan on making any corruptors. Like just make it anyway, just to get into the habit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he wrecked me.
Yeah. This is always where Protoss is annoying, right? It feels like they didn't do anything the whole game and then you lose. I feel the Zerg pain right here.
Yeah.
Alright, so first things first. Let's try on focus. Let's focus on trying to hit 100 supply before 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
I think that's gonna give us the most benefit if you manage to figure that one out. So I'm thinking maybe we should just practice it in a custom game versus like a computer at first, and then like go into the like a real game afterwards.
Okay.
Unless you really want to play against an opponent right away, it's up to you.
No, how do you say?
All right.
So it's
Oh wait, we had another replay to watch as well, right?
yeah, if you want, it's maybe kind of similar, but
Okay. Yeah, we can have a quick look as well, see if it's like the same
here it
the
is.
same thing. Yeah, we'll just like times 8 or times 4 if my computer doesn't like it. Yeah, so too little supply and push a little too late. Cool. Oh no, it's not expedition lost.
In this game, my economy was higher than him.
Okay.
His. That scares me mostly because I lose and can't do anything.
Oh, his economy is bigger than yours. Okay.
No, my
Oh,
economy
okay.
was bigger, so I don't get the point. Oh, I get the point where I lose. I take a wrong fight, I think. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so once again, we got a really nice, like, solid opener here with only drones. And I see you just died to some Void Ray play or something. The game before this. I don't mind that at all, by the way. I'd much rather see some blind spore crawlers to, like, counter DTs and to counter Stargate units. It's the same for, like, Zerg versus Terran. I would rather just make him and be safe against all these all-ins than, like, lose half the games because of it, you know?
Yeah. I think a game before there was a Banshee all-in, and I lost, so...
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you make the extra drones anyway, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, you drone up super well here. Like, this is solid droning. Alright, so once again, I'm just looking if you push out at, you know, before like 10-ish minutes, which is when we ideally push out, with about 100 supply, or at least that's what we're looking for. And he just teleports home. So sadly we get Roach speed here. Yeah, that makes it harder to push. But you go anyway. Okay, cool. Alright, this should allow you to do a pretty reasonable amount of damage. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing, right? The army is just a little too small, and it's just a little too late. I think if this would have pushed like a minute earlier, you would have won guaranteed, right?
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, let's just jump really quickly into a custom game and then play for like 10 minutes, and I'll just talk you through exactly when to be building stuff, okay?
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, do you have any map preferences? Oh, actually,
Nope.
could you toss me the party lead back? It's always a bit annoying.
Oh, wait. What?
Yeah, lobby and party lead are different things. You have to like right click my portrait in bottom left and then like promote to party lead or whatever.
I don't... What?
I can just read what you do.
Yeah, I see. Okay, wait.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's in German, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Promo 4.
Fast.
Something like that. Yeah, and the one thing that I've noticed as well in the game, like it's pretty scary to move up a ramp and attack move up there without like any kind of scouting. That's one thing you may want to try and look at as well. Is like maybe bring an overseer or something so you can see if there's something on top of the ramp. Like if you're up against a really good Protoss player, he will just force field behind your army and everything dies.
Yeah, okay.
So that's kind of scary. All right, we're up against, yeah, whatever. Economic focus. Super easy AI.
Oh, don't think I can handle this.
Sure you can. All right, so yeah, let's just go for basically the same build, except we're like trying to optimize it a little bit more. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll be watching the game through your vision as well. So that's all I really know.
Okay. You tell me when I'm doing something wrong or
Sure.
stuff like this.
People in the chat are saying, "Tell him to talk German."
Ja,
you
was
want to
soll
say
ich
one
denn
sentence?
sagen?
Oh,
Ja?
you want to say a sentence?
Ja, zum Gruppenanführer ernennen heißt das.
That's what I was just about to say. All right. Let's go for a 9 Overlord. And then like a, yeah, 14 or 15 pool. I don't know exactly which one you were going for right there. Wir brauchen mehr Mineralien, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
I know that from watching TLO stream. Wir brauchen mehr Mineralien. It's like, wow. Over and over and over again.
But you understand what it means?
Yeah, I know some German. I can understand most of it if I like understand the context.
Okay.
But yeah, it's always a little bit. It's such a different language, you know. After a little while, I'll get used to it more. All this German talk makes me want a beer, says Dark Hatchling. Yeah. There's a lot of German beer. All right. So let's go for a 15 Overlord and then a 15 Hatchery as well. I think that's, or a 14. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think that's what you were going for in the game as well.
Is it better to go for 15 hatch, 15 pool?
It's pretty much the same. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Either
Okay.
either 15 or 14 or even 16 or whatever. All right, so the goal for this one is to try and hit 100 supply before 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
You can make one more drone here, I think. Yep. And then next you want to follow it up with a Overlord. Very good.
I don't go for queen first?
Yeah, ideally you would make the queen first, but in this case I
Okay.
would have gone with an Overlord. Just because it will make you supply
okay.
block. But it's fine in this situation. Doesn't really matter. Alright. So do try and get into the, or do try and get into the habit to set hotkeys right away for, or set the rally point right away of the natural you made. Like the second base, there we go. Yeah, it's a good habit to get into. Just try and like, at the very least have it at the minerals. Alright, and whenever you have larva available, try and make it into a drone immediately. Okay, and just queue up the second queen already. Very good, there we go. Nice. Boom. Queen inject and walk that to the natural. Very nice. Oh, you used the camera hotkeys as well? Very good.
Overlord now or
Yep,
drone?
Overlord next.
Yep, okay.
Nice. Yeah, don't worry too much about that. Okay. And then another queen. Very good. Okay, and drone. Very good, dude. You hit 36 supply perfectly right here. One more queen and we're there. Nice. Alright, so 36 supply, you can make double gas, which is 5 minutes.
Okay.
So that's like a nice little way to check yourself. Like if you hit 36 supply, you know you're in a good state, you know?
Supply blocked.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't actually looking at that.
No problem.
Alright, want to put the drones in the gas geyser in advance. And just make a second Overlord as well.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, big round of drones. And the queen injects once again. Oh, we messed up hotkey number 4.
Yeah.
Just remake it really quickly. Okay, couple Overlords. cool. So I want to start up the lair and a big run of drones once again. Lair. Nice. And then you want to start up the double evolution chamber and a roach warren. Okay. And a queen of jacks and a big run of drones. This is looking really nice already. Cool. Okay, and then the double gases in the natural too. So you're spending really, really well so far, actually. Like, there's a couple minor things we could be working on here as well, but it's looking really good.
Okay.
I'm gonna be going for +1/+1. Nice. And a big run of workers here. And then we're good. Going to be starting up roach speed. See how nicely this is all lining up right now? Or actually, well, we have a little bit too few guests there, but there we go. And now you can start making non-stop roaches. Okay. So we've already broken the amount of supply you had at 11 minutes in the replay, I believe.
Okay.
And as long as you make about 3 overlords at once right now when you produce roaches, and then start making non-stop roaches, you should be in a really, really good position. Okay, queen inject about to pop off. Very, very good. So you see, 100 supply, 9 minutes, 15 seconds. You may even be able to hit 110 at 9:30.
Yeah, okay.
Very, very close to it.
I think I have to book you for every single game.
No, but you just executed it yourself. Like, it's really not that it's really not that tough. As long as you do it like this, you're good. Okay, and then attack move across the map. Big round of roaches and go. Now, there's no way anyone in Silver League will survive a push like this, to be honest. It's just not happening. Like, you executed this pretty much perfectly right now. And then, in the meantime, while you're moving out, go for a third base as well.
Okay.
So obviously there's like still room for scouting and all of that as well, but that's not really the priority right now. Okay, very good. Easy peasy, man. Very, very good.
Yeah. Not the hardest gig now. Enemy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, alright. But I'm sure you can execute this. Like in the previous games we watched in the replay, you basically had the exact same option to go for this as well, right? Like you had the they were leaving you alone anyway. And yeah, well, let's just finish it off then. Very good, dude. Very, very good. Easy peasy. So yeah, did that make any sense? Like, was that difficult or?
No, it was easy peasy. But I think if I go for scouting, it will delay me a little bit.
Yeah, so that's basically what we're gonna try and get to, right? That we do this exact build every single game, no matter what.
Yeah.
And if you manage to do that, I can pretty much guarantee you that you would not be losing a single game, even up to like Platinum League, as long as we verify it with scouting as well.
Okay.
Now I actually need to go AFK real quick because someone just walked into my room and he asked something. Is it okay if I like take 2 minutes?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, cool. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that. Oh, hold on. I actually can't hear you yet.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Everything's okay.
Turns out it's actually Memorial Day today. I completely forgot about that.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually like 2 minutes of silence at 8. I wasn't even aware of that, but hey. That's why my dad walked into the room. He was like, "Hey, did you not forget?" I was like, "It's like, what's up? Why are you so Russian?" All right, cool. Yeah, so I hope you weren't too too confused by the chat and stuff or by the stream, but cool. All right, so let's play a game against an actual person, okay?
Yeah, okay.
So if there's anyone in the chat right now, oh, actually, no, you had your own practice partner, right?
Yeah, right.
Let's.
He is in this group already, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, fake.
Which one is that? Sorry.
F4KE, fake.
I don't see him actually. I think you only can see that if you're like a. Oh, is he? I see.
Ah, he is in LowkoTV in the chat, not in group chat.
Oh, all right. So it's Tessadar Invi Beals.
Asphaltjunge.
Wait, I'll just promote you to party leader right there. Loco hates holidays. No man, I don't hate holidays. I just forget about things like that. There we go.
Yeah, now he is.
All right. Oh yeah, I couldn't actually see him. Cool.
Okay,
All right.
wait.
If you could, yeah, if you either like give me the party lead or host up a game.
Anführer ernennen. Yeah.
Sorry.
Zum Anführer ernennen. It's in German.
Oh, I was like, what? All right, let's just play a game on Coda. All right. Cool. Yeah, we may be able to. Wow, the chat finds the word Asphaltjungen very very interesting.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Asphaltjunge. It's kind of street boy.
Oh, it's like gangster boy.
Boy
like,
from the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. It's like asphalt. It's like the. All right, I know what it is. Cool. Hey, yeah. Thanks for helping us out. Cool. Yeah, you're currently actually set to Zerg.
Ah, Terran. Yeah.
If you, or yeah, if you to Terran. If you could mute the stream, that'd be great. All right. So we're gonna do in this one, okay? I'm gonna do all the scouting, all of that for you. All I want you to do is like execute the build perfectly, and I want to I want you to see how hard you can steamroll someone, okay?
Okay.
And you gotta keep in mind that Asphaltjunge knows exactly what you're gonna do. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I don't need it. I know his build now. Power of macro. So we can still win, even if you would be knowing, like, he knows exactly what you're going for. You should still be able to win, unless he, like, sits on one base and makes 20 cannons, but... I'm sure we
Okay.
get.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
There we go. So if Asphaltjunge is still listening, we want to go for a 6 pool into a... Nah, like, even if he knows exactly what is up, you should still be able to win with this. If you execute it like you did just now, like, it's great. Okay, so do you want me to talk you through it once more, or...
Yeah, maybe if I forget something, or like some little hints.
Cool. All right, so yeah, I will just give you a global version of it, and not like hammer on every single one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the scouting for you in this game. Just you know, I'll basically have a look at the production tab and see if anything is going, you know, is really fancy is going on. We should be good though. So what's his usual playstyle? Do you have like, do you play for him often, or?
We played 2v2.
Mm-hmm.
Only 3 games, 1v1.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really know
All right.
what he did actually.
Okay, so far it's perfect, man. Easy GM.
Not much to mess up.
You'd be surprised. Some people are really busy APM spamming right now and forget to make drones. Like it's
Oh, okay.
it's not worth the APM spam. All right, so let's go pool first again.
Ah, by the way, he's the guy with the bed, bitch slap bed.
What?
Till March, May, March. The
Yeah.
bitch slap bed.
Oh, all right, that's him. Okay.
Yeah.
Master League is quite the climb, though.
I know.
It's a tough one, but try your best. Okay, I would yeah. So make the expansion. Ooh, don't slap him. Good. He didn't bitch slap you right there. Did you see that? He could have done that with his probe. All right, and then make the well, I would make the Overlord first, but yeah, you could also make the Queen first if you'd really like to. And we'll go over like Overlord positioning and whatnot after this one. So far he's playing 100% standard. So just make drones. It's just an example on how powerful this can be, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Alright. So a quick tip, by the way, when you make the gases, just make them in the natural, because you already have 16 drones in the main base.
Okay.
It's just a little bit easier. Alright. You want to go for the next Overlord Veteran right now. And you want to be making more queens. Now, you may have noticed, though, that he really does still not have a natural, right? Or
yeah.
It's very, very late. So, in this situation, you might want to make the Roach Warren a little bit earlier. Just as like a minor change up, or make a Spine Crawler or something like that. So I would probably put down like a Spine Crawler, and when you make the double gases, then also make a Roach Warren. Alright, want to make the queens though? You do want to go up to 4 queens.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Queen inject. Very good. And then you want to go for the double gas. Alright, so when you throw down the double gas, also throw down the Roach Warren.
Shall I go in the natural? No?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you know, you don't have to mess with the main base anymore. It's a little bit easier. Okay, nice. Very good. And I'll walk that one to the natural too.
Okay.
Alright. I would throw up the Roach Warren just for safety. And then you want to start another Overlord too. Alright, so try and focus on hitting every single Queen Inject, okay? We want to try and have every single one of them. Okay, big run of drones. Very good, actually. I like those Overlords a lot. That's very, very good. Alright, want to be starting with the Lara. I would actually start in a natural, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No big deal. And then also want to start the double evos. Very good. Queen ejects. Good. Very nice. Okay, and then back to drones. And then a couple more drones, and then we'll start the double gas up in the net or in the main base as well.
Okay.
Alright, so right around right now, I would start the other gases in the main. And then start +1/+1. Very good. Okay, so we need a couple more workers for the main. Dude, your macro is really good when you focus on it hard. Like, easy peasy. Even moving over to one drone. Nice. Alright. Want to be starting up a couple of Overlords, and then start Roach Speed as well. This is looking near perfect, dude. Alright, nice. So right now you can start making, yeah, pure Roach again. And I will move out right when Roach Speed finishes.
Okay.
Very good. Nice. That was fast. Nice. This is looking nicer already than the first one, or the first game we played. Seems a little bit smoother at least.
Yeah, but I forget creep spread?
Yeah, that's not important though.
Things like that? Okay.
Like all the important things, like basically, well, we'll go over that after this one, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Um, we'll go over like the Zerg priority after this one. Okay, big run of roaches, or actually a couple overlords, my bad. Oh, that's actually kind of annoying. Yeah, you want to make like 3 right now, I think. Yeah, that's good too. So basically, like you were doing earlier, as soon as you hit a queen inject, then also want to make like 2 overlords or something. That's a good amount. Okay, big run of roaches.
Yeah, I tried to do this, but I forget it every time.
Yeah, it's just a matter of practice. Alright, big run of roaches. We can make so many. Good, and then once again inject in the main. So you have about 10 roaches right now that are in the production tab. I would wait a second until you have those and then move.
Okay.
And then bring an overseer. Very good. Alright. So almost. And let's go. Grab the army. Get a bunch more. There we go. And follow it up with more roaches as well. So big run of roach here. Very good. And then a 3rd base as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the fight. Yeah, he may be able to just... he knows exactly what you're doing, so this is gonna go into the longer game, but that's still fine. Once you transition... Yeah, you could try and get up that ramp if you'd like to, but the transition would be starting +2/+2, and remember 11-minute mark? That is also when we start up the Spire.
Ah, okay.
So even if it turns out you don't need them, you can still have the backup plan, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna need is drones at the 3rd base, and we're gonna have to figure out whether or not he is going for a 3rd. Okay, so if he goes for a 3rd base, you want to make sure you cancel it.
Yeah.
So I would probably leave 1 roach behind. Just put 1 roach at the 3rd.
Okay.
That's no big deal. Yeah. So I would like move one drone or 1 roach or 1 overlord or something over to the 3rd base.
Which, the top or?
Usually it's the one at the top. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If you have 2 options though, you could just leave 2 of them. That's fine.
Okay.
And just make sure they're not in the hotkey group anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Alright. So, yeah, I want to make a big round of drones. Nice snipe right there. Watch out though, because he obviously does have force fields and all of that. So it's a bit of a risky position. Very good. And this would also be a nice time to like start adding on something like a Hydra then.
Ah, yeah.
This is nice. So you see the order, basically you make a big round of drones, and then you move out, basically, what you did right here. And then you make like another big round of drones, and then, you start adding army again. So basically you add like drones in big waves, instead of like a couple of drones, and then a couple of army, and a couple of drones. Okay, can saturate the gases, nice. And, well, a little supply block. Alright, so 2-2 is about to finish up. 2-2 is also a good timing to see if you can attack a little bit.
Okay.
So I would wait with that a little bit as well. Like, it's not done yet. Almost, there we go. And you want to start up the Hydra upgrades too.
Yep.
Okay, nice.
The flyer upgrades not or?
Yep, let's get attack.
Spire?
Yep, let's get the attack upgrade. There we go.
Only the attack?
Yeah, usually you only want the attack, because you're trying to snipe the Colossus as fast as possible.
Okay.
And you can make a big round of Hydras right now. Alright, so +1 is done, or +2/+2 is done. Let's have a look at up that ramp, so be very careful. We don't want to, like, get force fielded again.
Okay.
Let's see if there's anything. Do we see any Colossus? Anything like that? Oh yeah, we see. Alright, so let's add a couple of Corruptors as well.
Okay.
And if you can, add them on a separate hotkey, but not mandatory. So, a good timing to keep in mind is right around the 15-minute mark, you will see that his main base will start mining out, okay? So very soon he is going to start mining out his main base, so he will have to move. So I would be pretty careful having your army right there. I would probably just move it back home. And as long as you keep an eye out on the third bases, you should be fine.
Okay.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, so just make
where
sure
are you
they're...
flying?
Yeah. If you can, put them on a separate hotkey group. Ideally, you want to have them in both hotkey group number 1 and then like also in hotkey group number 2.
Okay.
Okay, so right now, yeah, you're gonna be maxed out. So you could start transitioning to a hive or something like that. But yeah, he should be, he should have moved down the ramp already. Very uncommon actually to see him sit back for that long, but let's just see if we can do a little bit of damage.
Okay.
Because you have such a big bank as well, you can like remake like 100 roaches here. Alright, so it looks like he's trying to expand. Let's not allow him to do that.
Yep.
Well, there we go. Easy peasy. Okay. If you can, poke in with the corruptors. Ugh, yeah, I would not be fighting like that. Maybe snipe a corruptor or like a colossus if you can, but reinforce with more roaches.
Okay.
So you can see like it's really scary to move down a ramp like that, right? Like that's really like doesn't help us at all.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. You can take this one a lot easier. So it's okay to lose the army here, as long as you counter all of the colossus and then remake more Roach Hydra. Okay. So yeah, very, very good. Very, very good. Yeah, so let's just move home and just make a big army again. And I would probably add on a couple more roaches. Oh, you made a big run of hydras right there. Yeah, nice. Alright, and then once you're maxed out, well, you push for the win. So keep in mind, right? Right now, you know he's probably not having any mining at all. Like, what's he gonna have? Like, his main base is probably mined out. His natural's probably mined out. So let's just, you know, have everything together and then move across the map. So just, like, take off your army. Alright, let's go. Yes. So he probably has tried to take that third base again. You definitely don't want that. Yeah, so yeah, you can kill that. Just go kill that.
Okay.
There we go. Much nicer. And follow up with more army. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, man. There was not really a single moment in this game where you were like significantly behind or anything like that. Like you just played a clean macro game. And obviously I did a bunch of the scouting. But as far as like the replays that we saw, you can do this. Like this is something you can probably do every single game. As long as you think about it. Oh, well, free Colossus. Didn't even notice that, but yeah, just a tech move here. It's fine. Yeah. So try and move hotkey number 2 back here, if you can. Don't want to move those to their deaths, but yeah. Now, I'll be honest, like this build is especially strong if a Protoss player actually does something. Because he was just sitting back for the very longest time, right? And that's honestly like one of the scarier builds to go up against, but you can still see like you...
Oh yeah, we got a subscriber!
Yeah, but I think without the corruptors, it go very bad for me.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, Mr. Zardal, thank you very much for hitting that sub button, man. Kapow. Thank you. You're the first sub. But yeah, like, did that make any sense, that game?
Yeah.
Cool.
Very much. So it's very cool to see that some little changes can move out so far.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. You hit, like, you know, you did it pretty much perfectly right here. There was really not much room for improvement there. Except for those, well, you pointed it out yourself, like the couple of queen injects you missed and the supply block you hit as well. But other than that, like, it was very, very good.
Yeah, okay.
It may just be... Honestly, the main thing you might want to switch up is hit that, hit the build first and foremost, but then also the 11-minute spire. Like, that made a big difference.
Yeah, yeah.
I tried opening up the lobby, by the way. Oh, there we go. Cool. Damn you people and your fancy macro. Very good, though. All right.
Fancy macro.
So basically, all right. So what I would recommend you do is try this build like as many times as you need to, up to the point where you can do it without me telling you to. Okay. So
Yeah.
It's just gonna take you a couple of custom games, but honestly, I think you do it really well already. I'll write down like a couple of benchmarks you can hit as well, just
Okay.
to see if you're doing correct. Okay. So benchmarks for the build order. Do you want me to write you out the build order as well, or?
Yeah, please.
Okay. All right. I'll just write it in the same document. So, build order. The hell. All right. So build order would be 40, or I'll just write down 15 pool, 15 hatchery.
Okay.
And then 4 queens as soon as possible. You know, so basically you're trying to get them out as quickly as you can. If you feel threatened, for example, late Nexus, get a spine crawler early. That's basically what we did, right?
Yeah.
And then you want to make sure you get the double gas at 5 minutes. And double gas at 5 minutes. And then a lair.
Yeah, that's a big difference, I think. I always
Yeah.
took all 4 gas at the same time
Mm-hmm.
at 5:30, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And lost very much minerals.
Yeah, yeah. So basically what you do, with this one is you get 100 gas early on, or well, 5 minutes, you get 100 gas, go for the lair. Then you get the Roach Warren, Evo Chambers, and the other 2 gas. So it's a little bit later, but it allows you to be, making non-stop drones. That's basically the idea. Like early on, you make non-stop drones.
Yeah. Yeah.
So add double Evo Chambers, double upgrades. Or well, I'll take a missile upgrade, carapace upgrade. So that's missile, or that's like the Roach upgrade, and then the armor upgrade as well. And then add lair, Roach speed. Well, if I'm being fancy, Cryo reconstitution, something like that. And then non-stop roaches, push at roach speed.
Should I always do the queen injects? Or should I, in the first time, wait for the second queen so I can line the queen injects up on my both bases?
Ideally, you do want to hit every single queen inject as soon as possible, okay?
Okay.
If you feel like much more comfortable though, waiting a little bit, the 10 seconds really don't make that big of a difference. Just know like it's not the perfect way of playing it, but if you feel more comfortable with it, it really doesn't, make that much of a difference.
Yeah, okay. In Master League, I had to hit every single queen inject, right?
Yes, you're gonna have
Yeah,
to hit it
okay.
perfectly. And that's something I wanted to go over really quickly as well. You asked about the queen or the creep spreading and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So basically, as far as priority goes, what you would always have to try and keep in mind is that you hit every single queen inject and then spend your minerals as fast as possible, okay? So that
Yeah.
would be queen injects, overlords, and then whatever you need to create. After that would be actually following a build order. So basically every single time you can do a queen inject, and every single time you can make units, then make units. And then basically once you've done all of those things, you can start thinking about stuff like, creep spreading and microing your army and taking map control and even scouting all of that. But I would say queen injects and then spending the minerals you get are like the most important things you can do. Like way more important than creep spreading.
Okay.
So basically, as soon as you are spreading creep, ask yourself if you don't have any queen injects to do. That's basically what I'm saying. Like if you're spreading creep, you must have like done all of your queen injects.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll just write that down as well. So queen injects, overlords, and then spending your resources, following the build order. It's the next important thing. Then we have like things like scouting and map control. And at the very bottom of the list, we have creep spread, especially versus Protoss. While it's nice, and while you see programmers do it all the time, it's not nearly as important as queen injects.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Okay, so when you're doing the build order, there's a couple of benchmarks that you can try and hit, okay? So, 5 minutes should be 36 supply, and 6 minutes should be 44 supply. And then before 10 minutes should be 100 to 110 supply. So basically, whenever you're playing a game, glance over at the clock and where you're like, okay, 5 minutes. Well, shit, I have 28 supply. You're missing out on like 8 drones.
Okay.
And obviously, like, as long as like you should be able to hit those every single time. That's what I'm trying to say. If you play it perfectly. Also, as far as we didn't really go over that because you did it you did it pretty much perfectly. I don't know if you ever make macro hatcheries. I don't think we saw any in the replay, did we?
No. Yeah, sometimes, but I don't realize my floating minerals.
Okay.
So I make macro hatcheries if I get over 1,000 and can't spend them into roaches or something like this.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
But that's mostly in the late game at 20 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I forget macro.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's mostly just experience, to be honest. Yeah, the only thing I want to mention about it is that if you watch any of the pro gamers, you will barely see macro hatcheries. Or maybe 1 or 2 off of, you know, like 4 or 5 bases or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's just because they hit every single queen inject, okay?
Yeah.
So as long as you hit every single queen inject, you don't really need macro hatcheries. The thing is, obviously, that if you are, you know, making some mistakes, it is totally okay to make 4 macro hatcheries on 4 bases, you know? Like, if you notice you're flooding thousands of minerals, well, you may as well make a couple of macro hatcheries and at the very least, like, you know, have some use for it. So that's the only thing I wanted to point out as well. Like, you know, you're actually doing it really well in these couple of games, but if it turns out you're really on a lot of minerals, just make sure you, you know, go ahead and also get the macro hatcheries.
Yeah, okay.
In this game, though, that we saw just now, you basically were also flooding, but that was because you were maxed out and you still had like a good ratio of larva, minerals, and gas, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just about macro hatcheries right there. Other than that, well, there's a couple of things that I want to be talking about as well. Regarding scouting, okay? So obviously this build works great as long as you actually manage to execute it perfectly, but on top of that you need to know that you can actually execute it, right? Like if you're just blindly doing it, it's a little bit risky.
Yeah.
So as far as scouting goes, I don't want to be like going super in depth in it because it's honestly not very relevant in most situations.
Okay.
But what you do want to try and have is have at least like something scouting the natural and something scouting the third base, okay? Like that's the most important thing to have.
Yeah.
So make sure, like early on in the game, when you're positioning overlords early on, just try and imagine where his bases are gonna be. So in this game, you would have like an overlord maybe right up there.
Okay.
And then another overlord right up there. As long as you have your overlord set over there, it's good.
Why not here?
Over there would be okay as well. I personally prefer it over there because then you can also see if he's moving out.
Ah, okay, yeah.
But yeah, like you can like move it over there as well if you feel more comfortable. Some programmers put them right over there behind the mineral line so they can check how many probes are being made. But yeah, then you have to know exactly what Protoss build orders are like, and you know, it's just a bit easier. Then one other thing you might want to implement, if you can, like it's really not that important, but if you can find the APM to do so, you might want to fly in an Overlord in his main base as well. But that would be at the very bottom of the priority. But basically what would happen is like right around when you start the lair, you also fly in an Overlord from there to like right there. And you can try and figure out what is going on. But that's only like once you feel really comfortable with the build and once you know, feel like you can actually do that comfortably without messing up, you know, the things we talked about previously.
Yeah, that's a suicide overlord? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like, for example, right? Let's say you're flying in that Overlord. You better damn well have done your queen injects and spent your minerals and all of that, you know?
Yeah, okay.
So, like, this Overlord right here is great, but it only happens if you did everything else already. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Is it for creep spread or after creep spread?
I would say that's a little bit more important than creep spreading. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So it would be queen injects, spending the minerals in Overlords and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Then like things like scouting and map control, and then creep spread and micro and all that.
Okay.
So on this specific map, that is only true for this specific map, but usually how you want to position your Overlords is the first one, you just make sure you have something scouting the natural. So you would send it right around there.
Yeah.
Then the second one would usually go right around there where you can use it for scouting. And then the third Overlord would go for his third base. So those are really like the most important ones. And that's just something you can do. I know you can do this. It's just remembering it and thinking about it at the moment, you know?
Yeah.
So first Overlord to their natural. Second to their main for scouting, and then third to their third. And that's true for every map.
Yeah, I got fancy people who make fancy stuff like Cannon Rush and barracks here or something like that. Because of this, I let the second Overlord in my natural, so I can see if he Cannon Rush my natural or something like this. Yeah, that won't fit with the second Overlord here.
Yeah, what you can do, let's get rid of all these pinks. Go away, pinks. There we go. So what you can do is, for example, have it hang around there for a little while, and then like shift command it over there.
Okay.
So if you feel more comfortable doing that, I totally understand what you mean. Just maybe like make it shift like left and right a couple times in the natural, so it like moves move commands a couple times, and then send it over there.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's you know easier. If you feel more comfortable with that, definitely do that.
Yeah, especially in Silver and Gold League, you get much of these guys.
Yeah, I totally
try to cheese you.
There's a lot of that in StarCraft. Generally speaking, especially like once you move up the ladder, as soon as Protoss players see that you're going for a pull first, they aren't gonna cannon rush anymore. But I know that in like Silver League and stuff, you will still see that, even though they're gonna be behind no matter what. Like if they cannon rush you and you're going spawning pull first, you should be able to stop that as long as you're aware of it. So I do like the Overlord placement right there. That's actually a good point you're bringing up. Yeah, so that's basically what we are trying to execute. Now it's just a matter of actually executing it, right?
Yeah.
So let's just play a game, and I'm gonna try and shut up and let you work on those couple things, okay?
Yeah.
So let's just play for like 13 minutes on the in-game clock, and then we'll just GG out no matter what.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any questions or anything?
No.
Cool.
Not yet.
Cool.
Do I produce 4 Zerglings to scout or?
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, sorry. We didn't actually go over that. Very good point. So yeah, the Overlord scouts that we did right there. Basically, you also want to have a couple of Zerglings. Wow, I totally forgot about that. So you want to make a group of Zerglings, 1 or 2 groups of Zerglings, right when the spawning pool finishes, and you want to do a bit of scouting with that as well. And then most importantly, what you want to try and have as well is have like a Zergling at the bottom of where he would move out. So let's say he's leaving the natural, something that scouts that he is coming towards your base.
Yeah, okay.
And that's something you want to have 100% of the time as well. Right when the pool finishes, 1 to 2 sets of Zerglings. So 1 scouts the Protoss, 1 scouts the map, I suppose. So with that, I would mean like bottom of his ramp and watchtowers if you can. All right, good point. Yeah, guys, we have a lot of people that are offering to play against, but we're gonna play another one versus Asphalt Junge. Did I pronounce that properly?
Yeah, nice.
Nice. I did it. All right. Okay, so this is game number 3 or something like that. Und so, Dito. Okay, all right. Klar? Is that it? I don't know. What's ready in German?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Or fertig.
Fertig. Los geht's.
Yeah. Los geht's. No.
I've had someone teach me German. He said you basically, if you want to be a cool German, you just have to add geil to everything. Everything is geil.
Good teacher.
All right. I'll try and shut up, okay? It's difficult, but
Yeah, okay.
So by the way, you can just pause the game at any moment when you need to.
The beginning of this game is so interesting. Oh,
Dude,
man.
Legacy of the Void, man. We just get 12 workers right away.
Yeah, I see you playing this.
It's so nice.
A lot of fun.
It's nice because you basically save like 2 minutes off of every game.
Okay.
Very good. We'll make the Overlord, don't forget about it.
Yes.
So just make a spine or something to free up one supply. Oh, actually, now we need to free up two. Macro too good. Okay, wanna make another Overlord? Just make two, like basically you want to make one Overlord per queen that is injecting. So right now you have two Overlords injecting, or two queens injecting, make like 2 at a time.
Ah.
So what you do in this situation, if you're a little bit later on it, just like add the third and the fourth gas guys just slightly earlier too.
Okay.
So maybe around 50 supply or something. Yeah, so right around right now would be cool. Cheeky stalker. Alright, so do make sure to saturate them in the main. Very good. Yeah, so no panic mode, just, you know, go from where we are. Okay. You can start a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, nice. Evos. The Roach Warren. Very good. Damn, we're going all pro mode. Nice. Very good. +1, +1. So you're basically just saving up. Roach Warren is a little bit late.
Yeah.
But you just save up for that. No big deal. So right here is good to flood. Okay, there we go. Roach speed. Okay. So once we inject, check what's going on with that Overlord. And also make units, obviously, as a follow-up. Alright, looks like he's going Immortals again. Cool. So in this situation, because of what happened in the last game, right? You might want to consider going for a bit of a faster third.
Yeah, okay.
And, well, Overlords. But you see what I mean? You basically just adjust according to what you see. You still want to move out, though, but, yeah. And when you're making Roaches, you can make a couple more Overlords at once, instead of just 2. Okay, we got some larvae. Okay, so keep looking at Roach speed. And keep looking at the minimap as well for that third base.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's bring an Overseer as well, because we're a little bit scared always looking up that ramp, yes. So let's bring one, and then let's start moving across the map. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good. Alright, so don't forget about 11 minutes. Yeah, it's the same situation, right?
Yep.
That's usually why we bring the Overseer. Just so you can like move up the ramp a little bit easier. But let's make a big run of drones here for the third base after these roaches. So we haven't seen any Colossus yet. You might want to start up the double upgrades too. So I would try and make sure that you know whether or not he's moving out as soon as possible, okay? Yeah, so exactly. Good. Okay, couple overlords. Okay, so let's have a look at what is that Overseer seeing. Alright, he's still seeing that, but what did we see? Well, we know the magical counter to it now. Moving home, exactly. And this is also where I would start the +1 flyer attack. Yeah. And well, let's start like 8 or so. So you see the pattern right here?
I don't get a Hydra stand.
That's okay. Couple overlords. Alright, the only thing I'm missing is something scouting at the bottom of his natural to see if he's coming. That's the only thing I'm really missing here. So I would probably move like 1 Zergling or 1 Roach over to see what's going on. I really like the scouting otherwise though. But just something to see whether or not he's moving across the map.
Yeah.
Okay, I would add a couple more Corruptors. Usually you want to have about 8 or so. Alright. You see what I see.
Yeah, he tried to...
Nope, nope, not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about the third base. Alright, so yeah, we definitely do need about 8 or so, because there seem to be quite a lot of Colossus. So if you make like... yeah, there we go. Now you actually land exactly at 8. Alright. Oh, okay, sorry, I thought we already had the Hydra upgrades. Okay,
No.
and we need a couple more drones for the third base as well. We're a little bit light on them. Okay, there we go. So once these Corruptors finish, you want to move across the map. So that's right when 2-2 finished and when you had all this stuff. The only thing I guess we could have improved upon here was the Hydra upgrades, but let's just make more Roaches and start moving. Very nice. Very, very good right there. The hold keys. Nice. Okay, yeah, so we don't want him to start mining that. So it's going to be all about disengagement right here. And reinforcing with it. Okay, Queen Inject. If you're real quick. Very good, and reinforce with more units. Very nice. Okay, I would just go home right now.
Okay.
And wait for the reinforcements to come. And then, you know, make some more Roach Hydra as well. And the second Hydra upgrade, I don't think we ever got it. Oh, he's gonna chase you. That's a very bad idea. Alright. So let's just grab everything together.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, a couple of army. Alright, want to make some more Hydras here too? And Queen Injects. Okay. We gave him away a couple of our army. That's really unfortunate, actually.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I think he got a little bit too much right now. But a good attempt, though. Oh, you think? Oh, actually. Try and spend this army. Try and spend the minerals and the gas. Very, very good there. Okay, try and move back. Try and wait for your reinforcement if you can. Okay, so 14 roaches are coming right now. Don't let him pick off these 3 units right here. Don't pick Noah's. Yeah. Nice. Just attack move. Okay. Okay, queen injects. Oh, we're flooding a lot. Oh, look at all that. If those units spawn, you will take it, but... Okay. Big follow-up with Hydras. Oh, nice! Don't move, don't move! Good. And then remake the 3rd base as well. Alright, well, we got a little bit too much gas. Let's just get going. Let's just grab everything you got.
Okay.
I will bring the Corruptors as well. Yeah. So make the 3rd base. There we go. Good. So it's kind of scary right now because he has his own 3rd base. So I'm not sure if he can do this, but... Oh, yeah, you got it. Just focus on the Immortal. Focus fire the Immortal. Very nice, dude. Alright, and big run army here. Okay, I would add some Hydras here because we got so much gas. Okay. Yeah, just attack move. Just attack move. It's safer. Nice. Ooh. Just casually 20 roaches hanging out.
Where are my queens? Huh? Okay.
Nice crisis management, though. You don't freak out. That's nice. Alright. And I think you can move up that ramp. Be careful, though, because there might be a Colossus, but I think you can try. Okay.
Oh, my Corruptors were hanging out in this main.
Oh, well. They were scouting.
Yeah, probably not.
Wow! Nice! Yeah, just move up the ramp. Just move up the ramp. Very good. I thought it was actually looking bad right there, but you out-macroed him hard. Well done, dude.
Phew. Okay, now I'm stressed.
That was a scary game right there, right? But I think you you played it very calm, though. Like you didn't sound here like you were freaking out at the very least.
Yeah, because I say nothing.
Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, I actually have nothing written down from that game. I like that. That was good.
Okay. Wow. 75 APM. What?
Was that higher than your average?
Yes. Average is 64.
Yeah, that was very good. People in the chat saying that he Protoss through the game. I don't know, guys. Like, basically, the 3rd base was never up and mining there. Like, he had a couple of probes there, but essentially there was a 2 basal in, and after killing his army, it is practically game over. Like, all of the Colossus were dead, and since you did have your 3rd base for a very long time, you actually were pretty much ahead right there. Like, you... At some point, your army was so small, but you kept it together right there, and the queens helping out as well was... Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the Corruptors. They rescue everything.
They make it easier. The shift clicking actually was very good as well. If you can... if you have, like, nothing to do in the fight, you can... While you're shift attack... Or while you're shift clicking, you can actually spam the corrupt ability. I don't know what hotkey setup you use. Do you use grid or, like, standard, or...?
Yeah, grid.
Yeah, you can hold down shift and then Z click, and then like right click between all of them.
Okay.
And what happens is that you basically spam the corrupt ability, which makes them die like, I don't even know, like 20% faster or something. I don't even know.
Ah, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Like the ability on the corruptors, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's very powerful, but it's yeah, you know, it's not the priority. You were taking those engagements nicely, though. Yeah, I don't have much to say, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
Do you have any questions about it yourself?
No, I'm very happy to figure it out. My problems, some improvements.
Yeah. Yeah, so just try and keep checking yourself, especially if you hit 100 supply before 10 minutes, okay?
Okay, yeah.
That's like the most important thing. As long as you, ideally, if you play it perfect, you hit, okay, I'll write it down as well. If played perfect, you have 110 supply at 9:30, okay? And you were pretty much doing that in these games. So, you know, I got nothing really to improve upon right there. It's just keep checking yourself on that. Because let's say he's allowing you to macro all game long, and you find out, hey, at 9:30 I got 80 supply. Something somewhere went wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And other than that, I think it's just a heck of a lot of practice, but yeah. He's saying, yes, I did fuck it up, chat's right there. Yeah, well, I think you should have taken the third base a lot earlier. The third base is very, very late in every single game, as well, Junge. About like 8 minutes late or something like that, like super late. But yeah, anyway, I would recommend just trying this out a bunch of times and see how it goes.
Yeah.
When someone isn't telling you to make overlords.
Yeah, that will be the problem, I think. Yeah, but I think if I practice it, anytime it will go automatically.
Yeah. So as far as overlords go, I will just like I will just write that down as well. Overlord timings. Usually it would be. So I'm writing it down in case you have something to fall back on. So usually it would be 9 overlord, around 15 overlord, 22, 23 overlord, 31 overlord, and after that is 1 overlord per queen injecting.
Yeah, okay. If I go into roaches, I take for 5, 6, 5 overlords, or
yeah, you just make more overlords.
Okay.
That's basically it. Like you just make overlords. Basically, as soon as you start making roaches, make like 3 or 4 overlords at a time. That's reasonable.
Okay.
Asphalt Junior says, yeah, free coaching. Yeah, just start your third base a lot earlier. You had plenty of army to take it around 9 minutes, and you took it at like 17 or something. Yeah, just maybe not 17, maybe like 15, but it was just like way too late. But anyways, dude. Yeah, if you don't have any more questions, I guess that's pretty much it. Obviously, just let me know if you run into anything on Skype.
Yeah, sure.
But I think you're good. Like, I think you should be able to do this.
Okay.
Are you okay, by the way, if I upload this one to YouTube? Because I haven't done any Silver League coaching in a while on YouTube.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. Awesome. All right, man. Let me know how it goes, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Maybe I will book you for the other 2 races.
Cool.
ZVZ and ZVT.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Just contact me on Skype over that. I would recommend doing at least like 1 week in between coaching. So yeah, like some time, maybe 2 weeks, or whatever you feel more comfortable with.
Yeah, now I have to practice.
You got homework.
Yeah. Nice, in school again.
Zerg school, man. Take a seat. All right, dude. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, man.
Okay, no problem. Talk to you later.
Okay. Yeah, bye.
Bye.